We all know teenagers like to think of themselves as unique. The first time I saw a teenager's brain on the console of the scanner, it was just like, that's what makes you different from any other human on the planet. That's you. My name is Jen Pfeifer, and I'm a professor of psychology at the University of Oregon. I study adolescent development, and it feels like pretty much everything changes in adolescence. From your neurobiology to your social world, I study how these changes are intertwined with each other and how they affect mental health, well-being, and risk behavior. There are a lot of myths and misunderstandings about adolescence that I'm trying to change. One misunderstanding is about when adolescence happens, or who is an adolescent. Most people probably imagine like a rowdy bunch of 16-year-old boys who skipped class, stuffed into a car, and are speeding down the road to get lunch. Or maybe a pimply 13-year-old whose body is reshaping itself before their own eyes in embarrassing and confusing ways. But the truth is, adolescence is a much longer and more complex period of life. It has a biological beginning with puberty, which can start as early as 9 or 10 years of age, and a social end with the assumption of adult roles and responsibilities, typically sometime in your 20s. I often say that means adolescence doesn't have a capital A. It's not just one or two big things that happen or a couple of problems that get solved, but a long series of changes with different timing and patterns in your body, brain, behavior, and relationships. Since teenagers can drive adults up the wall at times, it's important to reconsider how we interpret their behavior. A really damaging myth about adolescents is that these changes in their bodies and brains make them do crazy things. We often hear the media say teens have an immature prefrontal cortex, or it's underdeveloped, or even broken, or missing. On the other hand, they also say their systems for processing emotions and rewards are hyper-responsive, in overdrive, left unchecked because the prefrontal cortex isn't ready to take control yet. There are two really important things to know about this myth. One, it's just not that simple. You can also use your prefrontal cortex to plan how to achieve any kind of goal, including ones adults might call risky. But two, and this is maybe the surprising part, it's actually really important for adolescents to take risks. A risk is just a decision where the outcome is unknown, and trying things we don't know the answer to is how we learn. Adolescence is this magical time where your biology and your social environment both work together to create opportunities to take risks. So you learn more by exploring, by trying out these unknowns. Do I like playing soccer? Am I any good at it? Oh, I like being on the team more than I thought I would. Does that guy or girl like me? Whoa, dating someone is more stressful than I thought it would be. It's a good time to try new things because as an adolescent, you're in between. You have more capabilities and more independence, but you've also got a safety net in your family. That highlights a third misconception, that parents don't really matter anymore in adolescence. While it's true that peer and romantic relationships become increasingly important, parents need to realize they still matter to adolescent well-being. A lot. The learning and risk-taking adolescents do is fueled by a need for social connection. Although it can feel like it, parents aren't being replaced. But adolescents do need to develop their own relationships and networks of social support outside the family. It's just part of growing up. So maybe a better way to think about adolescence than as a crazy immature time is as a stage where the brain naturally becomes hungry for new experiences and social connections. Teens seek them out and soak them up because that's their job. It's how they grow and learn. That means the teenage brain isn't flawed. It is perfectly designed to help young people grow into the adults they will become. If we as parents and as a society can help them do that in safe, supportive ways, they can all reach their fullest potential.